This show is proudly brought to you by the #Me Network.
And now, #Radio NZ.
/.////////.com.
Welcome to #Radio. I am Food McAwesome.
And I'm V8 Matty.
And on this week's Uncultured Roundup of social media, web, tech and gaming, we've got some news about Microsoft saving a bit of money.
Yep, we've got a bit of an exclusive with the new LG phone.
And the G-Watch.
And the G-Watch.
Hands on with the G-Watch. And some social media news and some big gaming news. Plus, we're also having a chat to our mate Hazel from Pandora.
Yeah, Pandora Radio NZ.
So make sure you stick around for that. And we've got a swag of goodies to give away this week.
We have. We've got I was going to say something rude then, a big ton of PlayStation games. We've got PS4, PS3, PS Vita, and we're going to let the winner decide which one they would like.
Yeah, so all you have to do to enter that is, if you're listening to the show, make sure that you tweet along using the #HTRNZ.
That's the one. Or jump on Facebook and
drop a comment on Facebook.
Say hello there.
Yeah, what we're trying to do here is get you to actually talk to us about what we're talking about on the show.
Yeah, that would be nice if we actually got some live interaction.
Yeah, well, this is a live show this week, so if any mistakes, we'll be going straight to air as per usual.
And there's going to be something go wrong.
There will be.
Fits in the room.
But the PlayStation giveaway isn't our only giveaway we're doing at the moment. It's also the last week of our second birthday promotion we've been doing for the last month.
That's right.
And we're still giving away the Pandora giveaway.
Yes, so we've got T-shirts and headphones?
T-shirts and headphones, and all you have to do for that is jump on to #me.co.nz. It's actually the first post on the website there. When you jump on there, register on there, do everything you have to do to enter, and you'll be in the drawing. That gets drawn tonight or tomorrow morning.
It's pretty painless, and the odds are good.
The odds are good because we've actually got a lot more than one prize pack to give away with that.
Yeah.
We did say on the thing that it was a prize pack, but I can now confirm that we have more than a prize pack.
And if we like you, we're going to give you PlayStation games and stuff anyway, because we've still got a ton of them.
Yeah, we've got heaps to give away. So make sure you jump on the website and keep listening to the show and let us know what you think about what we're saying.
Now, we normally kick off with the news with Carice McAwesome.
Yeah.
But she's somewhere in the Ukraine polishing her rocket launcher. So...
I'm not sure if I should have laughed at that.
Well, if you can't laugh, what can you do?
We'll kick it off with our own news, though. It's not the news, so we're not going to do the intro.
No.
But some big news this week in tech. Microsoft.
I've heard of them.
Yeah, Microsoft have announced that they are doing a round of layoffs. Ooh. And this round of layoffs is actually going to be the biggest round of layoffs to ever happen in the tech industry.
A lot of companies are trying to get a paperless environment. I think they're aiming for a peopleless environment.
Yeah, well, this one, it's massive. 18,000 staff members from Microsoft.
How do you get rid of 18,000? How do they justify that? What's changed that they don't need that many people?
Well, it's quite simple. You can justify getting rid of 18,000 people when you've recently acquired an entire company.
Oh.
So they've recently acquired Nokia.
So are they going to basically put those jobs up available for everyone from both companies, or is
I think so.
Nokia staff were part
I'm going
of the
to
deal?
assume what's happening here is that they've acquired an entire tech company. They're bound to have some crossover in jobs.
Yeah.
And
18,000 double ups.
They're not going to need Nokia's Windows Phone specialists because they've got their own Windows Phone team.
Yeah.
So I'd say they'll go. Anyone in supply chain, gone.
Yeah.
No. So it's going to be one that's well worth keeping an eye on, this entire thing.
I've got the sound turned off on my phone.
Yeah, I've got the sound turned off too, but I've got vibrate turned on, and Twitter is popping off, and I haven't got a chance to check it. So
it's popping off.
It is. It's popping off. So yeah, with this Nokia purchase, they reckon that there will probably be where all the layoffs are going to come from.
Yeah, they'll be all over the show, won't they?
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's a lot of people, 18,000.
Yeah, 18,000. To be honest, the layoffs have to come from somewhere other than Nokia, because I don't imagine Nokia's got that much staff.
No. It is a lot.
Yeah. Anyway, other cell phone companies in business and changes that they've made this week. Apple and IBM.
Apple and IBM are sleeping together.
And this one here, if you actually go back and listen to the podcast of Hashtag Radio last week, you would have heard Chris McAwesome say that IBM are a company that you should probably go and buy some shares in. She said that on the fact that their chip industry was growing.
Yeah.
And the chip industry as a whole is growing, but, IBM were specialising in doing chips and stuff. So she recommended go out and buy stocks in IBM.
And then all of a sudden, boom, in that very week, they announced their deal with Apple and their stocks rise substantially.
Yeah, so Chris McAwesome, I actually think that's where she is today. She's currently kicking herself for not taking her own advice. So, because of this partnership between IBM and Apple, they've... the stocks have risen massively.
Yes. And I don't have any stocks. I'm not a share market guy.
What I did find interesting about all the news, especially like this came out with the Microsoft announcement as well, is the fact that the top 5 tech companies in the world, Apple and IBM are actually in the top 2 or 3.
Not
IBM is actually above Microsoft now.
Oh.
So
go them.
But do you know much about this partnership?
No, I'm a bit hazy on details, but as far as I know, it's a bit of a collaboration where IBM will be supplying and selling Apple products and offering support as well. So on the business side of things,
yeah. So 2 businesses and the bigger businesses, which Apple have never really been able to get a stranglehold on that industry.
No, well, IBM have got a lot of clients who have been wanting Apple products, but they've never been able to supply them. Yeah. So now they're going to make a huge.
I did read somewhere today that what's interesting about this is Apple, what they're going to get from IBM is probably a lot of advice as how to approach the business world.
Yeah, well, IBM are already in
the commercial world.
They've already got everyone there, and it'll just be now we can sell them a squillion iPhones.
Yeah, but one of the things that they did say is, like, with this advice they'll be giving is things like, okay, you went and bought the iPad 3, the new iPad, sorry?
The new iPad.
You went and bought the new iPad when it came out 2 years ago.
Yep.
And, 6 months later they brought out another iPad with the Lightning connector and all that?
Yeah. So I've got the Retina display and all that jazz.
Yeah,
it was the good one at the time, but it's still the old 30-pin connector.
To you, if you'd upgraded to the next one, it would have just been a pain in the ass having to buy connectors and blah, 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 blah. So it was more of an inconvenience for us as consumers.
Yeah.
But, see, where Apple have failed to get into the commercial side of things is because... say there's a business out there that wants to buy 5,000 iPads because it's a great device for them to give to sales reps, blah, 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
And Apple goes and makes a decision like they did with that Lightning connector. It's a massive cost for them. So IBM probably would have said, okay, instead of doing it this way, okay, yes, your consumers are going to be disadvantaged and a little bit pissed, but they'll get over it. But these big businesses, they're going to have to invest thousands or millions in new connectors and stuff like that. So they possibly would have got Apple to approach it differently. And this is where they think the biggest benefit of IBM coming in to work with Apple is going to be. So it'll be interesting to see how it progresses.
Indeed.
Must be time for our first track anyway.
Yeah. What is our first track on the list there?
Our first track is Hold On.
Hold On by Alabama Shake.
It is. And you are listening to Hashtag. And I'm just making sure I cue up the right song here because I didn't have it pre-queued. You're listening to Hashtag, and make sure that you continue to tweet along and jump on our Facebook because we do have heaps of giveaways this week. And yeah, we'll be back right after this.
hold on.
Hashtag Radio Wednesday. Go.
Beautiful.
You're on hashtag, and that was the first cock up of the day. Anyway, this week we were lucky enough to be invited along to LG once again.
Yes. We're becoming LG groupies.
Yeah, we are. Let's be honest.
Life's good.
What did you think of it?
LG. What did I think of it?
Yeah.
Hard to say, really, since I wasn't there.
Yeah. No, me and Chris McAwesome were involved. Well, we were all invited. Me and Chris McAwesome made it up to the LG launch of the new G3 mobile phone.
Yeah, which is officially out on the market, next month sometime?
Next month sometime. So, and we've actually got one of these ourselves to have a play with until it's launched.
Yeah, and I was having a play with it today, and I like the screen.
Yeah.
It is big.
It is big.
And it's bright. Spec-wise, it's right up there too. It's it's comparable with your latest Samsung Galaxy phones and iPhones and the Sony Z2 that I've got as well.
Well, what would you like? You've got the brand new Sony.
Yeah.
Like comparative to that, how do you think it weighs up so far with the small amount of time you've had to play with it?
Oh, it's hard to say performance-wise because I haven't really put it through its paces as such. But if you're holding them in your hand,
yeah,
it would be like the Sony is the iPhone,
yeah,
and the LG is the Samsung.
Yeah, there's a massive difference in that screen, especially.
Yeah, it's
well, physically they're not much bigger, eh?
It's a bigger screen than the Sony.
No, I mean physically the whole phone, the entire phone, I don't think is much bigger.
No, it's actually shorter than the Sony.
Yeah,
but the screen's slightly bigger.
Yeah, so they've gone for like almost zero bezel on that screen though.
Bezel.
Bezel.
Yeah, one of those. It's a little bit smaller, but spec-wise, it's got a 5.5-inch Quad HD IPS display. Sounds impressive. 538 pixels per inch, which delivers 4 times the resolution of current HD smartphone displays.
Yeah. I mean, let's be honest, like, if we were going to just say it in words that we all understand, it looks effing mean.
It's minty.
It's choice. I mean, it's full 4K, isn't it?
Yep, so it does 4K ultra-high definition video recording. It's got a 13 megapixel camera. With
not exactly a 41 megapixel, but...
No, but it has a revolutionary laser autofocus.
Now, the way that they describe this to us is, you know, your laser guns that the police use to track down how fast you're going?
Yep.
They've basically taken that same technology and using it for good. So what it does is it checks the depth and stuff like that so that it's getting like razor sharp, really quick autofocus on it.
Yeah, it's basically designed so that you can shoot fast.
Yeah.
And it's going to keep everything in focus. Besides that, what else does it do? There's no buttons down the sides.
No, nothing.
There's no buttons anywhere except for the ones on the back. So your volume and your power are in the middle of the phone on the back below the camera.
But you don't even need to use that because it's got the knock to unlock feature on it.
Knock to unlock.
Which is just knocking the screen and it'll open it and knock it again and it'll turn off.
Yeah, the gaming reference for a double tap.
Double tap. Or triple tap or whatever, because you can actually do like a pin combination anywhere on the screen.
Yeah, it's really versatile with what you can do with how you want to set it up with different
security features.
Security features and transitions and everything. It's probably the most versatile phone out there at the moment for customization straight out of the box.
Now, one cool feature that it has got as well is if you've got an LG TV, and LG TVs currently are the most popular LCD on the market. So if you've got a new LCD, chances are you've got an LG. LED even. It will do Mirrorcast seamlessly. Like you literally just open the phone, hit Mirrorcast, and it's going to show whatever's on the phone on your TV.
Yeah, I use that a bit at home. Obviously not with LG.
Yeah,
but with their competitors' products that I have, and I like doing that.
It's a cool wee feature, eh?
Yeah. Even with my dirty old iPad with like YouTube and stuff, and just sending it to the TV is quite good.
I think the big thing with the new phone and the LG TVs is the fact that it's zero setup almost. It's very seamless.
Yeah.
The other cool thing you were mentioning before about the camera, it's got some really cool features with the camera. So if you want to do a selfie, you just put your hand up and go put it into a ball.
Yeah.
Into a fist. And
so open hand, make a fist, and then it gives you a 3-second countdown on the screen, and then it snaps the photo.
So you could put the phone down somewhere and step away to get a full body selfie.
Yeah. That sounds good, doesn't it? There's people out there that are going to be
There are some Snapchatters out. I was going to say there's some Snapchatters out there who are going to think, I actually need this feature.
Yeah, so I like the phone with the little bit of use that I've had so far. It's got the back's kind of rounded on it.
Yeah. LG likes to curve things, though.
Yeah, it's a bit slippery, but then so was my Sony.
Yep. Now, they've gone with plastic instead of glass or steel, but the reasoning for this, I reckon, is because it comes out of the box with wireless charging. You don't need to buy a wireless charging case or anything. And the wireless charging works through plastic faster, so you get a faster charge time through your wireless.
Yeah. And you can pull the back off. It's got a replaceable battery, which is a 3,000 milliamp hour one.
Yeah.
Which is a good size, but it'll need it to power that big screen.
Yeah. It's a sexy looking phone too.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. When we buy phones, we buy them for the features we're actually going to use, which is what? Camera, internet connectivity, can I take a selfie? All that.
Well, in your world.
Yeah, in my world. And is it going to look good?
Having said that, I posted a selfie just before the show started.
And is it going to look good? And I think this is one of the more stylish phones to come out of LG.
Yeah. The camera settings, there's not a huge amount of stuff to play with as far as the settings go. It likes to pretty much do everything itself. I've been doing a bit of sniffing around online, watching some other people's reviews and stuff to see what their thoughts were. They seem to have grizzles about the quality of the photos with low light.
Okay.
That anything that is lit up tends to get overexposed, but in the daytime it is really good photos.
Yeah.
The other thing is it's got expandable memory, which is key these days. You can put your micro SD in up to 128 gig card.
Yeah.
Which is huge.
Yeah, they're actually also saying that it's got the capability to accept up to a 2 terabyte. It'll accept up to a 2 terabyte
external drive.
No,
via
the
USB.
No, the what is it? Micro
SD.
Micro SD. It'll accept up to a 2 terabyte. However,
they don't make them.
They don't make them yet.
No, it's crazy.
Yeah, so that's what they're saying. It's almost future-proof, so when someone finally releases it, it will accept it.
Oh, that's handy.
Yeah.
My pockets will accept cash too when someone wants to give me that. There's none in there now, but...
Your pockets are future-proof.
They're future-proofed.
And the other big thing that we did get to play with while we were at LG, of course, is we got hands-on with the G Watch, which was announced, 2 weeks ago? A week ago?
Oh, it was a couple of weeks ago now.
Yeah. Anyway, it's the brand new LG watch, which is powered by the new Android Wear. And Android Wear is actually really cool.
Yeah, well, it's the main thing on most of these wearable watches at the moment, isn't it? There's nothing else around, really, in the way of operating systems. Apple, we're still waiting to see if they're going to bring a watch out.
If they are.
We don't know.
When. But, getting hands-on with this watch, it was actually a really nice watch. They haven't gone to make it look really, flashy so it stands out. It's quite classy looking.
Understated.
Yeah. But powerful as hell. It's actually powered by Qualcomm Snapdragon.
Yeah.
But they're completely underutilising the power at this stage.
Yeah, well, I suppose the developers need to get on board with
they've just opened the SDK for it for people to be able to start developing, so we should start seeing some good apps coming through for it shortly.
I guess the fitness ones are there already.
Fitness ones there, and for all you fitness buffs, yay for you, but what about us lazy people that just want to be able to not have to get off the couch and use our watch for stuff?
You were telling me about the the camera feature that you can sync it to the phone
See,
and
this
use
sort
the
of
phone
says-
as a spy camera.
I was going to say, this probably says more about me than it does about anything, is where my mind went when they were demonstrating it. Well, this feature is you can put your phone down anywhere and then sync your watch to the phone.
Which I assume it would already be synced.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So your phone's synced to the watch, and you can turn on the camera from your phone, or from your watch, use your watch as a viewfinder and take photos or videos on your phone from your watch.
Yeah. That's going to cause some legal issues.
Yeah, well, that's exactly what I was thinking. I was thinking, I'm never going to trust a cell phone lying around in a bedroom or a bathroom ever again.
I don't trust them if they're in the bedroom or a bathroom.
Well, questions would be raised in the bathroom straight away, but...
Yeah, so... Very cool.
Yeah, the only bugbear I have with the LG watch
Is the lack of a curve.
is the lack of a curve. I was just about to say, yeah, LG put a curve on everything, and this thing here, when it's on your wrist, it does feel a bit flat on the top of your wrist.
Yeah. But you've got tiny little
I
wrists.
do, and
So
see,
mine would have a much bigger spot for it to actually sit flat on.
so ladies, my opinion is for us with skinnier wrists, if they put a bit of a curve in the back, it would be a lot more comfortable. However, it is a nice light.
You could get a big funky gold chain and you could just put it on that around your neck.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There we go. Problem solving on hashtag radio.
Bling you out. iPhone 6 launch is still closer and closer. Rumours still point at two possible models, a 4.7 and a 5.5 inch display,
Yeah.
with their seemingly indestructible sapphire glass screens.
Have we seen leaks of the two different sizes yet?
Well, there've been leaks of like chassis and bits and pieces that are the two different sizes. So
Yeah.
maybe they're going to do like an iPhone 6 and a 6S or maybe a 6XL or something. I don't know.
But see, we're not in an S here, though.
They'll find a way. No, but that's maybe how they're going to surprise us this time.
Yeah. We haven't had a surprise from Apple for a long time.
No, we haven't. It's been quite sad. No doubt they will come out at the top of the price range, regardless of which ones they do launch.
Yeah.
If you're looking at buying a new phone and you want to have the most expensive one, it'll be the Apple one.
Yeah. And on Apple, I'm still waiting for Yosemite to be released.
Yosemite.
Yeah, the new operating system for Mac still has not been launched yet, and I can't wait to have my Mac in a nice flat design so it looks pretty. So hurry up, Apple.
Hurry up, Apple. Sort it out, would ya?
Yeah. And some social media news.
You clapped your hands at me. What's that about?
Because you had something. Okay, I'll go into mine. Facebook this week released a app just for celebrities.
I don't respond well to clapping.
No.
No.
Or finger snapping. They've released a new app for celebrities called Facebook Mentions.
Facebook mentions for celebrities. What classifies you as a celebrity?
With this, what it's doing is you've got your Facebook app, which is going to be your personal timeline, blah, 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 people you follow.
Uh-huh.
Now, this one here is it prioritizes a feed of people who are either talking about you or talking on your page so that you can then interact with your fans.
Isn't that what they already do?
Yeah, but they've... Okay, imagine like one of the first users of it was Whoopi Goldberg of all people, but imagine you're someone like, I don't know, Mariah Carey, who's got millions and millions of followers.
I often imagine that I am Mariah Carey.
Yeah. If you were to jump on Facebook and have a look at the notifications on your page, it would have a ridiculous amount of notifications.
Yeah. Yep, it would.
Yeah, so how do you filter that? Apparently they've come up with some algorithm that brings up, prioritizes ones that you may want to reply to, and... So
it would prioritise it by the number of followers or fans that person that posted has?
I'd imagine so.
I don't know. Sounds silly to me, but then I'm not a celebrity. So.
One person who I think would actually benefit out of an app like this, because he already goes to great lengths to communicate with his followers on Facebook, is Kevin Smith, the movie producer.
Yep.
He does interact with his fans a lot on his posts.
Old Silent Bob.
Yeah, Silent Bob. So, this might make it easier for him as well. But
I hope that he's enjoying.
He's on my hit list of people I'd love to interview on this show too.
Subtle.
Yeah. Somebody, if anybody has it in with talking to him, Get them in touch with us.
Now, was the bit that you were clapping at me, was that the Google Plus thing?
This was the Google Plus thing. That's
Google
it.
Plus. Does anyone remember the Google Plus?
That was that thing that Google... You remember that time when Google decided it wanted to be a social network and then they released it and then no one liked it, so they said it was never intended to be a social network?
Yeah.
There.
It's still there. But now they're allowing users to choose any name they like for their profile name.
So it's Bebo.
No, it's Google Plus.
Yeah.
But you can now have any name you want because they'd held fast to their rule of only allowing your real name
Yeah.
until now. So 3 years since it launched, they're still fiddling around and hoping someone will start playing
So
on
I
it.
can now actually change my name to Fid McAwesome on there.
You can, yeah. You no
Or-
longer have to be whatever your real name is. I don't even know.
So I could change it to XXX Sugar Kitten 95XX. Like,
That's a lot of X's.
I know, but I'm
Sugar
just
Kitten.
I'm just thinking of those ridiculous Bebo names that people used to have.
Oh, that's classic.
Yeah.
I'm going to call you Sugar Kitten for the rest of the day.
Awesome, thanks, bro. Anyway, that's probably enough social media news and stuff. We've still got gaming to talk about, and after the break, we're going to have a chat to Pandora, and they hit a massive milestone this week. Massive milestone.
Yes, they did.
And Pandora are also our giveaway this week as well, so make sure you jump on #me.co.nz during the break and enter that because it does close tonight. And make sure you keep tweeting along or jumping on Facebook and commenting. Use the hashtag HTRNZ.
Borderlines and aliens glowing in the dark. Borderlines got every man ready to jump off.
I lost my head at the gate today, so arigato.
I lost my head at the gate today, so arigato, gato.
You're back with Hashtag Radio. And we've got some awesome prizes to give away. Still, make sure you keep tweeting us. We've got heaps of tweets coming through at the moment. Who have we got here? We've had Cameron Brewer say, what's Google Plus?
What is Google Plus? It's that place where you can put your own whatever name now.
It's that place that they make you sign up to if you just want to use YouTube.
Yeah, I have it pop up and do annoying things, and I close it all the time.
Yeah, I get emails reminding me that it exists.
Yeah.
The other one we got was, would you go back to the iPhone if it had a bigger screen, V8 Matty?
Well, I did reply to that. Possibly. It wasn't the iPhone itself that annoyed me. It was more the iTunes and drama involved with actually trying to put anything on or off the phone, and it wanted to delete everything and then put everything on. And
Yeah.
I think if they can get away from iTunes as far as, but I guess that ties in with their makes it secure and all that rubbish. But
Yeah.
I don't know. It would have to be pretty spectacular for me to go back to an iPhone.
And Dylan Barnett says, we've got some sweet, awesome prizes.
Well, this is true.
This is.
We've got PS Vita games, we've got PS3 games, we've got PS4 games, and we've got our Pandora giveaway to do the draw as well. So we're going to close that off tonight. We'll leave it running till till quite late tonight to give you guys a chance.
And if you want to see how cool our giveaways are, Emily also tweeted us just before because she just received her tearaway on PS Vita.
PS Vita and the cool little keyring.
Yeah. So these prizes do go out there.
They do. The prizes are real, folks. Come on, get into it.
Talking about your whinge about iTunes.
My whinge.
Your whinge about iTunes. Some cool news about iTunes is the entire Hashtag Me podcast network. We were once in one stream on iTunes. So you subscribe to the podcast network on iTunes and you got all of our shows in one stream. But there were some people saying...
Well, that's convenient.
It was convenient. But there were some people who were like, hey, I just want to listen to Hashtag Radio. I don't want Bits of Awesome or Access Granted. Or there were some people who were like, I want Access Granted only.
Yeah.
I don't know why you wouldn't want Hashtag Radio.
Haven't heard anyone say, I just want Bits of Awesome.
No, no one has said that. But all three podcasts are now available in their own feeds now on iTunes, so make sure you check those out if you did just want to listen to us and not the other shows.
That's right.
And we're also available on Spreaker and now on Stitcher Radio. So
Stitcher Radio.
Yeah, which is available on Android and iOS, and of course we're also available on iTunes.
While we're talking about podcasts and music
online
streaming,
radio,
we should probably mention Pandora.
Pandora, big week for Pandora this week. They tweeted out a big announcement and chucked it on their Facebook this week that they hit 2 million users in Australia and New Zealand alone.
That's huge, considering there's only 4 million of us here anyway.
Well, considering it was, 6 months ago they announced they had 1 million?
I know. That's a rapid growth.
That is a massive growth. So we thought we'd take the opportunity to speak to friend of the show, Hazel. And she's quite popular on Twitter. Everyone who knows Hazel can finally have a listen to her tell us about Pandora.
The voice behind the tweets.
Yes. So this is Hazel from Pandora. On the line at the moment, we've got Hazel from Pandora. How's it going?
Hi, really good. Thanks for having me.
A lot of people on the Twitterverse will already be well aware of who you are in New Zealand.
Oh, I would hope so. I've got my face out there, my name's out there, so anyone's welcome to come and talk to me at, Pandora NZ. I'm really happy.
Now, the reason we've got you on the show is this week you guys had a bit of a milestone in the Australasian market.
Yeah, we sure did. We were really excited to announce that we've just hit 2 million registered users across Australia and New Zealand, which is an absolutely sort of phenomenal number for, a company that's only been in market for about 18 months.
So what sort of effort has it got to sort of get New Zealanders and Australians to adopt Pandora as their music source of choice?
Well, you know what? It's been really interesting. I mean, we hit our first million last December, and then it's only taken us another 7 months to add another million people to that. And actually, our main model for growth is actually advocacy. So every single person that joins Pandora and absolutely loves it, they tend to tell about 8 of their friends and family, and then those 8 people tell another 8 people, and that's kind of how it grows from there. So that's how we sort of see phenomenal growth. And yeah, so every minute in Australia and New Zealand, 2 new people sign up, which is fantastic.
So using that previous theory, in 3 months' time, we should be getting the announcement that 3 million have subscribed.
Well, I don't know if we could double it each time. I think, we at some point we'll hit the limit of the population, but hopefully we're away from that yet. So ambitiously, 3 months would be fantastic, but I think maybe we might look at the same rate of growth. So maybe another 6-7 months.
So how much music is actually consumed in the Australasian market?
So the figures that we released with the announcement, I think the one that really stuck with me is that so far in Australia, I think is that we play 44 years worth of music a week, possibly.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so it's just an absolutely phenomenal amount of music that we stream to our listeners, and we're just, the great thing about it as well is that everyone's listening to the music that they want to listen to, which is phenomenal. So whether you're a Michael Bublé fan or you want to listen to Peking Duck, it's all on there. You can listen.
And what is behind the magic that makes Pandora actually read my brain and know what I want to listen to?
You would be referring to the Music Genome Project, which is the back-end system which provides our recommendations, if you will. So for every single track that goes into Pandora's music database, which is about 1.2 million tracks at the minute, we judge every song on 450 points of DNA. So how breathy are the vocals, how nasally are the vocals, how gritty are the vocals. And once we've got all those sliders in place, which can take anything from 20 minutes for a pop song to over an hour for a symphonic piece, and that's how we match up like-for-like songs to serve you up what you'd be interested in listening to.
And I think a really interesting question would be, why have people chosen Pandora over your competition? Because we've got a lot of places now to choose where we listen to our music, but people seem to be adopting Pandora a lot faster. Why do you think that is?
So I think I know that Australia and New Zealand is one of the most crowded spaces for music streaming. There's something like 22 players in the market. A really important definition for us is between the on-demand service and the internet radio. So, the on-demand service, you type in the exact track you want to hear, it plays you that exact track. We are much more traditional radio, as in, you tell us the genre or the artist, and we're going to play you sort of like-for-like music. So, and I think the reason that we're more successful in our category perhaps than anyone else is back to the music genome, which I just mentioned to you. There hasn't been a computer program so far that can replicate the human ear or that listening experience. So all the algorithms in the world don't seem to be able to replicate a human recommendation quite as well. So I think perhaps that gives us the edge in the market, and obviously it doesn't hurt being an established brand in the United States.
And the Human Genome Project, is that an ongoing thing, trying to make it better and better every time? Yeah,
it sure is. We've got 25 music analysts that work full-time in Oakland, California for us, and they are, rating songs and putting songs into the genome every single day, and each one of those is, a session musician or a musician with a degree in music theory, and so, they're really the best in the business at sorting this music out for us.
Correct me if I'm wrong here, but is it true that New Zealand and Australia are the only markets outside the States to get Pandora Radio at this stage?
Yep, that's right. So we are an international business, and as far as we are US, Australia and New Zealand. We're the 3 territories so far.
Why is it only available in Australia and New Zealand for our listeners that are outside of the area?
So it's a question of it's really a question of licensing, and we'll open Pandora anywhere where we can achieve the licenses that allow us to operate. So Australia and New Zealand were really welcoming and are really proactive in terms of new business. So here we are, almost as a kind of the first international expansion. But the dream is to go worldwide.
Is that why we are such a crowded space? Because we have got such a lax licensing system here?
I wouldn't go that far, but also all companies are licensed differently depending on the product that they serve. But I think Australia is seen as a popular market because of the smartphone penetration that there is here. I think, you know, more people in Australia have a smartphone per population than in a lot of other sort of first world countries. So it's seen as a great market if you've got a product to bring it to Australia and New Zealand. I think the music streaming partners will thin out or group together over the years. It's a really interesting space, and we'll see how it plays out.
That's awesome. And worked out to be good timing that you guys made this announcement the same week as we're doing Pandora giveaway.
Oh, fantastic. Can't believe it. Perfect timing.
I know, right? So we'll actually be drawing this after this interview as well. So we'd like to thank you for coming on board and supporting our birthday month.
Oh, no, fantastic. I'm a big supporter of what you guys do over there, and you've been big supporters of us as well, so thank you.
And, yeah, thanks. So where can people find Pandora anywhere on social media? And
Well, you know, you can just go to Pandora.com, and you can go on desktop, mobile, tablet, Android, iOS, Windows Phone. We're free across every single platform. If you want to find us on Facebook, just go to facebook.com/Pandora, and you'll find us.
And follow you on Twitter, and you're quite personal on there too, not so company-like.
No, well, that's the approach we like to take. It's the real person. I run the Twitter handle, which is @PandoraNZ. And so if you have a question, it'll be me that answers it. And, you know, you can have a one-on-one chat. That's how we want to appear to our audience.
Yeah, awesome. So thanks for coming on Hashtag.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
So that was Fid talking to Hazel.
Yeah, she was awesome.
She was good.
So I kept on saying during the interview.
Yeah. Everything is awesome. I hate that Lego movie. I really do. Besides Batman, he was the best part of that. But Pandora, I use Pandora from time to time myself.
I love it, I've got it on every single device.
It's like she was saying, it's good that it brings up new stuff for you as well. You just type in the genre or whatever, the type of music you like, and it's fantastic for learning about new bands and singers that you wouldn't normally go looking for because you don't know them. Or
yeah, exactly. It can't be a bad thing, especially since there's 2 million of us in Australia and New Zealand who are using it regularly. So
yeah, that's a huge amount of people.
Yeah. And as we've mentioned many times during this week's show, we are doing the Pandora giveaway this week on the website, so check that out.
Yeah, cool t-shirts.
Yeah, #me.co.nz. And of course, we are still doing our Sony giveaway as well. You can win your choice of a PS3, PS4, or Sony PS Vita game. So just tweet along or jump on our Facebook page and let us know what you think about what we're talking about. Anyway, we've still got gaming news to come up later in the show, so it must be time for us to jump into a gaming-related track.
A gaming-related track. This one is a bit of Skrillex.
Yeah.
But don't cry if you don't like it.
Yeah. If you're a Mortal Kombat fan, you'll like it.
That's right.
So you are listening to Hashtag. We'll be back right after this.
Breakfast on free.
Radio NZ.
Oh, beautiful fit, seamless.
I know, right?
I love the live shows.
Oh, always. Anyway, gaming news. We're going to draw our PlayStation winner very soon.
Yes, we are.
So if you have been tweeting along with the show, make sure you keep in mind what game would you like out of that lovely photo that we tweeted earlier.
Yeah, we might even do more than one. So
maybe.
Hang in there.
And if you haven't tweeted us yet, you've still got at least 5 minutes to do so before we draw that.
Indeed.
So gaming news.
Gaming news. Just a quick bit on the Xbox with the price drop.
Yeah.
There's been a huge surge in sales. They are selling the Xbox One without the Kinect camera now. I don't know if they're doing that here yet, but
no, I don't think so.
They're certainly doing it in the States. And their figures for June were more than double that of May. So they've sold more than twice as much by doing so.
So would you go as far to say that Sony got it right?
No.
Releasing a cheaper machine with no motion capture?
No, I don't think... I don't think that is
jumping to
effective
Xbox's
for me.
defence quickly.
Well, no, it's not that it's Xbox that I'm defending. It's
Yeah.
just I would rather get everything in one package.
Yes, I agree. It's a pain in the ass with the PS4 that we've got that we're going to have to go out and buy.
Yeah,
We can't use the playroom because we haven't got a camera.
Exactly. So I don't think it's all the price that's affected with Xbox. I think Xbox Live, they've made vast improvements. Every month they're doing updates with it. And that's got to be helping figures as well. Batman Arkham Knight, our big go-to game for 2015. It's going to be
We're loving that,
huge. And there's speculation about some of the characters that are going to appear in the game with the Internet Movie Database, IMDb, have listed voice actors for the game, and they've put their characters. So there's going to be Superman.
Crossover before the crossover.
The crossover before the crossover. So Superman, Robin, Harley Quinn, all of those characters have been credited for doing voices for the game. So whether they're actually...
Harley Quinn's character was amazing in the last game too.
Yeah. So we're not sure, how what extent they're going to feature in the game, but certainly the voices are there, so it's a promising sign.
Right. Next news is Doom. You remember playing Doom back in the day?
Back in the day, Doom was the...
It was the shiz. We all loved Doom. Then they've released a couple new versions of it. That was cool. And then they rebooted it, and that wasn't so cool. They have now rebooted it again. Well, they've announced the reboot. Teaser trailer came out a few weeks ago. Nobody had seen anything up until today at QuakeCon in the States. They showed people that were at QuakeCon video footage of it. That still has not even leaked outside of QuakeCon yet, as far as, up until this show's gone to air at least. However, there has been tweets coming out about people's impression of the game footage, and people are saying it's amazing. It's gone back to being very similar gameplay from the original game, but with the next-gen graphics, and that's going to be coming out very soon on Xbox One, PS4, and PC.
Well, it was next-gen graphics when it came out, wasn't it?
Oh, what it was, but
First-person shooter.
by the sounds of it, though, it's fans of the original game this time. They were developing it, so they're going to go back to doing it the way that they loved playing it, I suppose.
Yes. Quick prize draw, go.
Quick, no, I've still got some news. Quick news, WWE 2K15, they made an awesome announcement this week. Sting from the WCW is going to be a playable character.
How close is that? 2 minutes to go, and he managed to squeeze his
I've got one more bit of news. Flappy Bird has been ported to another machine.
Fantastic
And
news.
that is the Apple IIe, an old school machine.
Yeah, so the 3 people that have one of those will be so excited.
I just thought that was a bit of quirky news. Anyway, quick prize draw. We did a prize draw during the news there.
At the Dylan 027.
Well done. Congrats to
Congratulations.
at the Dylan 027. We'll flick a tweet out to you. DM us with your details and yeah.
Yeah, we might do a random draw later on as well. So if you want to keep chatting with us for the next couple of hours,
Yep.
we might announce another winner.
Yeah,
there
we've still
too.
got a swag of PlayStation stuff, so why don't we do another giveaway?
We've got tons of stuff, and Fit doesn't let me borrow the PlayStation, so I never get to play the game.
Exactly.
So
Anyway, that is actually us for another week. You can tell by the way that we're talking really fast now.
yes, we were stretching it out at the start, and then we ran out of time. I still had other things I wanted to talk about, but never mind. We can
Next
wait.
week is another show. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you follow us on Facebook and on Twitter. Subscribe to us on iTunes or any other thing that you use to get your podcasts.
Thanks again to the Advanced Training Academy. Check them out, ata.ac.nz, or give them a call on 834 0007.
Thanks to Pandora for chatting to us, and check out the competitions and everything else on our website, #me.co.nz.
And a quick shout out to Deepak from Sierra on Barton Street.
Peace.
Peace. See you.
#me.co.nz.
For more episodes of this community access radio show, please visit freefm.org.nz. Thanks to New Zealand On Air for making this podcast possible through funding the Access Internet Radio project.